So someone will ask that when you met Mr. Ashie
Yes.
and he made all those representations to you,
Mm.
you didn't find it necessary to cross-check with any of the Ghanaian authorities or any of the processes that are laid down in Ghana to be sure whether or not it was genuine? You didn't find it necessary to do anything like that?
You see, this is the next part that I'm going into it. So after this 6 million order, so I was pushing for him for the, like what I mentioned, PO, contract, and technical spec, which he promised that he will give it to me. So I'm waiting. So, I give him some time because I want to respect, maybe this country, this is how it works. That's why I start to ask him, can you get ECG to write email to me directly? I request humbly, because no matter what, he's still a big man in Ghana. So after that, he told me the good news again. Instead of giving me the contract, PO, and technical spec, he told me that he give me another good news, which is he spoke to the vice president and he gotten an order of 115 million and a 10 million ECG order. They want him to take it, and he asked for me 12.5 million, which that is the part that I start to do not believe. So I requested, can I meet the people directly? I want to know, I tell him straight in his face, this is too much, and I want to get the official things before I move anymore.
Okay.
So I give him a stop on this part.
Okay.
And then 1-2 weeks later again, he start to tell me something even more crazy. He said that I spoke to the vice president. He managed to secure 450 million USD order for me, and the condition is that they are willing to give me mobilization. So technically, I'm able to get 220 over million USD as a deposit. So this time, I don't need to give them deposit. They are going to give it to me. So we are very happy because, we don't really accept the deposit anymore for 12 million. So, we was happy. But suddenly, he dropped me with, but there is a condition. I need to fulfill the 12 million first.
The previous one?
Yes.
Okay.
So that is the condition. So, I tell him, it make me not believe anymore. So I tell him, let's cool down, because...
Okay. So for this 3 contracts, or let's even say 2 contracts that you have mentioned, the first was 100,000.
Yes.
The second was 700,000 or 600,000 plus another 100,000.
Yes.
Did you ever get to provide any service to the ECG after making those payments?
No. That is why today I'm here. Okay? So basically, he just kept telling me verbally and in message. That's why I have all the WhatsApp messages as proof from all the contract that I talked about just now earlier on. It's all in WhatsApp proof. And this message is from me and him directly. So he promised me a lot, but it never delivered. So that's why I'm very disappointed.
I've seen one other exhibit which appears to have handwritten Emmanuel Ni Ashie, and then there's an account number 0040-173-175028. Now, is this something that Ashie wrote himself?
Yes.
Okay.
You see,
and he took a picture and sent it to you?
I cannot 100% confirm he written it himself, but this is what he sent it to me. So basically, this information and this is the same. So basically, he just asked me to transfer the money to this account.
And that's what you did?
Yes.
Okay. So I see from the processes that your lawyer filed that you stepped into the political space in our country by supporting his party ahead of the 2024 campaign. What led to you sponsoring the NDC with $1,500,000 United States dollars? Okay,
so regards to this, it's not really I'm sponsoring it directly to NDC, no. So in short, it's more of, so Ashie told me that, President, I mean, I don't want to mention the name, but basically he said that this president want me to, support. So for me, I tell him that, I can support, but then, I don't want to be involved with all these things. So I invested in him. So it's more of like, because he told me that in order for you to do business in Ghana, you need to be good
Connected.
to the people here.
Okay.
Yeah, so therefore, he tell me that, asking me to do some of these NDC stuff. We call it like shirt, hat, aprons, 24-hour economy booklet. So I start to print all these things for them.
So you did all this in Singapore?
No, in China.
In China?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see from your exhibits that
Yes.
you have some pictures of that.
Yes.
But that is really not even the issue. So I've seen something like
Yes, you're right.
it's a 24-hour, Well, that is not even really the focus. But going forward, what led to you coming into Ghana after all? Because from the story you are telling me, you left Ghana in May 2024
Yes.
to Singapore.
Yes.
And you came back to Ghana almost a year after. Because I saw it, I think you came back in May 2025.
Yes.
So that 1 year period is when all these things transpired.
Yes.
Then what will bring you back to Ghana in 2025 in May?
Yeah. So you see, I have invested a lot to this guy, Emmanuel Ashimo. And for me, I still see opportunity in this country. So what he told me is that, don't worry, after President Mahama win the election, he will have control of everything. So he told me that, so I was waiting for the election. So, I mean, of course, we pray for President Mahama to get elected. So it was a good news that he was elected. Mr. President is elected, and we was all happy, celebrating in Singapore, in China. And I start to, call him, like, hey, Mr. Chairman, now there is no excuse. You should give me the order. The order that already, the order that I already paid. We don't even talk about new order. We talk about the order that I already paid. You should give it to me. He started to not respond for like months. Then I assume that he's busy. Sure. Then suddenly he come back to me telling me that, hey, there is a petroleum investment. The government is in need of these resources, and which therefore there is a few WhatsApp correspondent that I have with him. He explaining what is the opportunity here. Then I was like, okay, sure, I hope that this time is not story, because this time President Mahama is elected already. So I came to Ghana. Then I talked to him.
So you came to Ghana on his invitation?
Yes, you're right. So he started to tell me, in order to do petroleum business, you need to have a license here, which the license take about like 2 million over, and it take time to process. But he got the shortcut for me. So I said, what's the shortcut? He told me that I can just buy over a company, and I have the license, and I can straight away supply to the government. So I was like, okay. So I told him, if you are able to get the contract for me, I will buy the company. But if you don't get any contract for me, I don't see it physically, I'm not going to buy the company. So I make it very clear to him that I'm not going to invest any more money until I see something real. Then he started to, then after that I went back to Singapore again. Then he started to, message me and tell me that, I negotiate with the boss of Bosch, and he started to
so you are saying that you came to Ghana, you went back to Singapore,
Yes.
and you came back again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So in my life, I have come to Ghana 3 times. So that is the first 2 that I just spoken, and now I'm talking about the 3rd time, which led me into this situation.
Okay.
So, like I mentioned, I'm not okay with investing any more money until something real come out. So I told him that in the message and the call, I told him that, you see, if you can't give me any concrete thing or contract, I'm not going to give you any money. And I still pressuring him to give me the order of the ECG, that the money 10% that I paid, because I paid the deposit. You shouldn't just tell me that, now it's change of government and the contract is gone. It don't make sense, right? Then
I'm sure by now you found out that ECG doesn't take 10% to give anybody contracts in Ghana.
You see, I'm not.
You found out?
I'm not sure, but that is what he tell me. I only can just.
You haven't found out yet? You must have found that by now.
Right now, I just came out of the cells. So I just came out of the cell. So you see, I'm trying to understand what's the situation right now.
Okay, so just pause over there. I'm going to continue. I want to go to Bulldog because I want to establish the relationship between you and Bulldog. Bulldog, where do you know Mr. To?
So, it was recommended to me by a friend. I'm in the entertainment space, so we're always looking for investors to try and come and support what we do and also export what we do. So it's based on relationships. That's how come I landed on him. And we've had a conversation on how he's going to come here and invest in our space. That's how I come to it.
So he's a genuine businessman?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He is, yes. We were almost wrapping up what we needed to do, and all the situations came in. You understand?
Okay, so when he came to Ghana this last time, part of the trip was to deal with you and your...
Exactly.
Okay, and then you find your friend in a mess.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So I'm one of the sureties who was back to secure his bail.
His bail.
Yes.
Okay. And you are not a flight risk. Everybody in Ghana knows you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you won't run away.
No.
Even if you run away, we'll get you.
I have nowhere to go.
You have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I just needed to establish that we are talking to a genuine businessman. And a businessman who can afford to give $100,000 and $700,000 to somebody must be a genuine businessman. Okay. So fast forward, Mr. Ashie, after your lawyer filed these processes, is arguing that you rather owe him and not he owing you, and that you received $3 million from both of you, your common friend, and a common friend because you started by saying that it was the Chinese lady that introduced you to Mr. Mo. And Mr. Mo is saying that the Chinese lady couldn't find his bank account, but found your bank account and transferred money to you to transfer to him. So tell us, what led to all that process? When you received $3 million and you didn't give to Mr. Ashie?
Okay, so you see, right now this is in. I already filed police report as well. And the good thing is that, nobody is above the law, and law required evidence. I just share with you something that he said. He claimed that he gave me 1.4 million USD in cash. This is the statement he told the police. Let the people judge. Do you believe that he gave me 1.4 million USD in cash? And the next day I need to fly back to Singapore. And I don't have any Ghana bank account. In Ghana, everyone can go and check. How do I disappear with this 1.4 million USD in cash? And he told the police that, I'm a big spender and I spend the 1.4 million USD cash in a day before I go back to Singapore.
You spend it in Ghana?
That's what he told the police. So, it just create. And the thing is that what he had been telling the police is not tallying up. So, even, let the police judge themselves, but whatever that he say, we had we are brought to a police station to have a conversation. So during the conversation, even their lawyer keep telling them, hey, you are contradicting yourself. Stop talking. These are all things that happen. I say it with facts because we are not alone. There's many people. So if you all are able to pull everyone out to testify, it can be testified. So I have all the proof. Today, in the police report, they have zero proof. In fact, after I come out, like what you mentioned, I realized that I was unlawful arrest. So that is why we write petition to a lot of big department in Ghana, and at the same time filed this suit. So back forward to where we stopped. So actually this is the more interesting part. And it's also a nightmare of me. I never ever gone through this thing. The third time when I come to Ghana, it was because I told him that if you can't help me with this order, I will go to the president myself. and tell the president to assist me on this, because this have already happened and you have not given me any business. I will go to president directly. Then he tell me that, oh, don't worry, you will come to Ghana, and I will bring you to president, and all the business is going well now because I'm in power. That is why the third time I come to Ghana. So I flew from Singapore to Dubai to Ghana. So when I touched down to Ghana, he came to pick me up. So he took my passport. He said that because he need to do the immigration clearance for me, VVIP immigration clearance. So he took my passport. I given him the passport personally myself. It was captured in
It's exactly.
Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power.